We're all familiar with the event that took place on the West Side Highway here in New York City back on September 29th. The driver was surrounded by a bunch of motorcyclists, and he apparently felt threatened, peeled out, and in the process ran over one of the motorcyclists. They then went and tracked him down and cornered him, and a bunch of them got out and started beating on his SUV, pulled him out, and beat him to a pulp. We now understand that among the many undercover New York City police at that scene on the motorcycles, at least one is seen on video attacking the SUV. Joining us now is famed attorney Gloria Allred. Hello, Gloria.
Hi, Steve. How you doing
Good.
today?
How are you?
Good.
I was watching CNN last night, and what's his name? Your buddy said I just saw Gloria Allred downstairs in the lobby or something. Mark Aragos. Anyway, So I said Gloria's in town. Okay, so you are representing Mr. Mieses. He is the one that was run over inadvertently by the driver Alexian Lien, and he is unfortunately paralyzed. What are you looking for? What are you claiming?
Well, my client Edwin Mieses is definitely an innocent victim who was trying to help the driver of the SUV when he was run over. And my client's 32 years old. He's a devoted father. He takes care of his two children who are ages 15 and 9. He's been living with the mother of his children for more than 16 years. And by the way, since the terrible incident, she's been at the hospital, and he's been in the ICU until yesterday. And she's been with him, sleeping in a chair next to his bed every night since then, and she's there with him all day, except for the interview we did last night. She's an amazing person. And so my client, Mr. Mieses, is not a member of any gang. He did not do any wrong whatsoever to Mr. Lien. Now, here's some of the facts, by the way, that I didn't say in the news conference that have now come out as a result of our investigation, and really we're connecting the dots, and frankly the media, I think, has got the wrong narrative going. What happened, as far as what we understand happened, is miles before the incident that you saw, that everybody saw in the video with, bikers hitting Mr. Lien's car, some of them banging on his window. Miles before that, Mr. Lien is driving down the highway. He's in the right lane. He decides he's going to move over in his big SUV into the middle lane. When he does so, he hits a biker's motorcycle, doesn't stop. That's the first one, okay? Then he proceeds some more miles down the highway. He hits another biker's motorcycle, and then he runs over my client, and he crushes him. My client's got 2 breaks in his spine, multiple fractures, a torn aorta, punctured lungs, and God knows what else. And, we don't know that he's ever going to walk.
What are you looking for? Financial compensation for Lien, or what?
We're looking for justice. And a lot of people, Steve, say, and some, even some respected journalists have said, well, what about, Mr. Lien, what he was in fear? He's got his wife in the car. He's got his 2-year-old in the car. If you run over somebody, you need to stop.
Oh, come on, Gloria, I got to tell you.
Somebody, you got to
Gloria,
stop.
if I got my wife, first of all, they opened the door of his car when he peeled out right as or before he hit your client. They were trying to get into this guy's car.
No, that's false. Your facts are
I saw the door open, but
but your facts are wrong.
Regardless, you're telling me you would stop. You would stop and get out of that car after hitting a guy on a motorcycle when you felt threatened? With all those guys around you?
Okay, no, but you have to understand. Back up to the facts. You have to accept the facts as I just
No, I
gave
can't accept it. That's whose work.
Discussion.
Who says that? Whose investigation? Is there video of it?
I'm talking to you about, let's assume that I have evidence, and by the way, I've never given facts without evidence. Let's just assume for purposes of discussion that I have evidence for what I said. The first hit that he did of the motorcycle.
Okay.
Miles down before this other incident that you saw.
All right, then they should have called the cops and stood and followed him from behind, called the cops, and then let the cops handle it. Not track him down and beat him.
Did he do that?
Did who do that? I said, no. I said, if that's true, that the motorcyclists were enraged even before we saw it.
No. You're not listening to what I just said, or I'm sorry, maybe it's not coming through the phone. what I said is miles before the incident
Yes,
that you
yes,
saw,
and if the
he
SUV
hit another motorcyclist.
Right, and he left. So then what should have happened was the motorcyclist should have called the cops, followed him from behind, and then alerted the cops. That's the guy. Go get him.
No, but see, here's the thing. Under New York law, which I'm sure you're aware of, if you hit a motorcyclist or another car, you have to exchange insurance information.
No, not if there's a gang. Let me ask you a question about your client.
No, there was no gang.
Gloria,
here.
was your client, was he arrested in Andover, Massachusetts for driving with a revoked license?
Steve.
Was he?
Steve.
Was he? Did he apply? Did he ever apply?
Are you going to let me?
Well, I only got a minute left, and I heard your
conversation?
side. Now I got to ask you a question.
No.
Gloria, I got less than a minute. Did he have a motorcycle license to drive a motorcycle?
He was not on a motorcycle when he was hit.
Did he?
He was standing. Let me tell you.
Okay. Does he have a motorcycle license?
You can do your editorial after I get off the phone, but I'm just trying to tell you.
But Gloria, I let you speak. Just answer me. Was he
not
arrested in
relevant.
Andover?
He was run over. And listen, here's what
Was he
Mr.
named
Lien
a habitual offender and forbidden from driving until 2017?
Okay, are you going to let me talk?
I'm out of time. You won't answer me.
He did nothing to Mr. Lien. Except try to calm the situation.
Mr. Lien had every right to try to escape.
Nothing was done by even any other biker.
Gloria, I appreciate you coming on.
My client.
I got 10 seconds. I appreciate you coming on.
Thank you, Steve.
I don't think you have a case. But
well,
Steve Malzberg Show, Newsmax TV and radio.